Hi, I'm Krysti with Soulgineering, and I'm here to bring you the weekly Retrograde Report for this week, February 10th through February 17th, 2017. So we just exited a time of Jupiter being in the 5th house. As we know from last week, Jupiter is retrograde, and we were in the house of fun being a priority and finding a lot of joy in sex, and finding, really looking into our relationships with Jupiter and Libra and deciding if they fulfilled us or not. And so now we are going through a bit of a shift. Jupiter is still retrograde for a while, but now it's moving into the 4th house. And so the 4th house has to do with our home life and our domestic life. And so we're really wanting to grow and expand our home life and our domestic life. Not only that, but there's a lot of good fortune and prosperity coming at us in our home life. So you might be moving to a new house, a bigger space. You might be selling and buying real estate, and there's a lot of prosperity coming in that direction. So if you are thinking about buying or selling real estate, Jupiter is going to be in the 4th house between February 11th and March 29th, 2017. So that would be a very favorable time to be making any moves real estate wise. There is another side to this story, right? Those are the good parts of it. So we're still trying to strike our balance. Jupiter is still in Libra, but there is a great deal of uncertainty and unexpected surprises for specifically our career during this time and our ambitions. So our abundant home life right now that is so prosperous and is growing and is feeling more comfortable is supposed to be keeping us grounded throughout this more tumultuous and very action-packed career and ambition life that we have going on. So there is a ton of action happening right now. You might be feeling very busy, so busy that you're wanting to say yes, yes, yes to every opportunity that comes to you. And another thing is that there are all of these rewards that are coming in from you doing past works. So you're feeling very rewarded. You're feeling like, all right, yeah, I can take on the world. Okay. But there's only so much that you can chew. So at some point, you're going to feel like you are spread too thin. And that feeling of being spread too thin could lead to you not being able to keep promises that you've made, and then maybe feeling like there's some conflict that could evolve from that. Another conflict that could happen is if you become overbearing and wanting to grow and change and take on all of these opportunities so quickly that you might become arrogant because everything just good seems to be happening to you. So just remembering that this is a cycle right now and it is a temporary thing, and so not to become very self-righteous or arrogant as you're receiving all of these blessings, but really being so grateful that they're happening and that there's a ray of sunshine coming down right now after all the madness that has been happening, and it's right now a lunar eclipse. So we're shifting, and Sarah with the soul cast can tell you more about the lunar eclipse, but just that it's we're shifting out of this kind of dark, nasty energy into a period of really great moods. The moon is going to be February 15th, the day after Valentine's Day. The moon is conjunct Jupiter, and so that's going to feel really good. Day after Valentine's Day is going to be filled with optimism and good feelings. And so we're just going to really want to take the time to create and teach and write and publish. That's going to be a good day to publish anything. You may feel an emotional relief from your personal life. It's maybe some sort of tension has been ironed out and resolved on that day. You might even receive a recognition or an honor. And so really, it's going to be very difficult to find disagreements on February 15th because you're just going to want to, you're going to feel so good about life. You're going to just want to take the high road rather than kind of resolve into petty arguments. So that's day after Valentine's Day, February 15th. So there's a few things that we should mention here. We don't want to push our bodies too hard with our career and our ambitions. We feel right now just high, limitless, unbounded, and free. And in fact, anybody right now who's trying to set limitations and boundaries on you, whether it be a coworker or a partner, you're going to feel very conflicted with that person and really wanting to kind of rid that from you because you just feel right now all of this freedom and you love this feeling of freedom. It's feeling very prosperous. But this very high energy might lead us to push our bodies too hard. So one of the things with spreading ourselves too thin, we might have some health problems. There's actually a square going on with Pluto and Jupiter, and that is in the house of health. So we're going to look up this chart right here. We're pulling up this chart just to see where Pluto is at. So okay, right now you can see the two oppositions that are existing. We'll talk about that. And you can see the moon is going to be conjunct Jupiter on February 15th. That's the date right now. And we're seeing Pluto here is in Capricorn if it's in the 6th house. So the 6th house is health and wellness. So Pluto can mean obsession. So we might become obsessed with our body, obsessed with our health issues, maybe going on extreme diets. That might be, you know, there's so much, oh, I need to grow, I need to change, I'm expanding myself, I'm becoming a better person, and that might manifest itself if I'm gonna be super fit. And like, you know, there's a potential you could do some sort of starvation diet. So just be mindful of your body and your health, and understand that you do have limitations, even though you might not feel like you have them. Like, your body will quickly remind you inevitably if you're pushing yourself too hard, not getting enough sleep because you're going and going and going so much. And just make sure that you're scheduling your health appointments. Now would be a good time to do that because the risk of health is higher. So, but other than that, right, lifted, optimistic, we're feeling positive, we can take on the world, we see emotional rewards. Let's dive into some of these oppositions, specifically Uranus. And let's just take a look here. So the opposition that is coming from here is where the uncertainty of our career is arising from. The events can become very unpredictable and volatile, so we want to really learn to adapt and not accept a particular outcome. We're trying very hard and taking a lot of action, but really letting go of that outcome is going to lead to less frustration because random things are just going to get in the way. In being an individual right now, owning who you are and being different from the rest, self-expression, is very easy during this time. And it's actually necessary for you to continue moving forward, is to really own who you are right now. So if you've been wanting a break from limiting conditions, now's the time to do it. If anything has been, you know, keeping you from feeling freedom, freedom is seeming really appealing at the moment. The Jupiter trining the Sun is going to bring positive experiences, an abundance of positive experience in your inner world. And you're going to feel a kind of well-being, a sense that like, all is good within my inner world. And that's going to be from February 15th until February 20th. So that 5-day period, you might be gifted with a sense of inner peace, and you're likely to prosper in some way during this transit. So you're going to be seeking ways to express yourself and speak true to you, and in doing that, you will be prosperous. It's really looking good there. So if you've been feeling like you can't fully express yourself and you're struggling, you know, to express yourself, those 5 days are going to be really beautiful for you. Well, the moral of the story here is good feelings are to come, and there are a few things that we should watch out for, but overall, it's looking like a ray of sunshine for next week, so I'm feeling really good about it. This is Krysti again. Tune in to Sarah Soulcast on Mondays, and Meilon does the masculine, feminine energy readings as well. Subscribe so you don't miss any videos. They'll just pop right in your inbox, and have an awesome week, guys.